I think a lot of companies are trying to figure out how to align themselves with giving back. Right now we're in a time where the people that we're interviewing are interviewing us, and giving back is something that they're looking into before they come, whether it's a privately held company. I personally work with solopreneurs to Fortune companies, and they're all feeling that. They tell me. And so let's do a mini business course. What are the 3 things, right? Start with number 1 that every company can start to think about when aligning their values with giving back. What's number 1?
Yeah. So just from an overview standpoint, just backing a little bit up before I answer that, number 1 is, we've been in a space for a long time, and we found that we know our space, right? So we know how to be successful in our space, and we knew some gaps in our space and one of those gaps, obviously, when we started Pay Proudly, which is 3 or 4 companies into the payment processing world that we've been living, we knew there was one main gap, and that was the clarity piece. And so that's part of our mission that you talked about from the beginning, is really bringing true clarity to business owners around payments that they don't have today. What we're talking about now, the charity piece, was just something that was very important to my wife and I. We wanted to build a company from the first dollar we made with it in the DNA of the company, that we were giving back, that we were supporting communities. We've been successful. We've built some great businesses, and we really wanted to be a difference maker, right? We want to make a difference. And so we started really thinking about, how can we do this, and how does it look, and what do we do? And we wanted our business owners, though, because without our business owners that process payments with us, we're not able to do what we're doing. So we have to find businesses, and we want them to get credit for those donations that we're making. And so we ask our business owners, what's important to you? We started where we would let every business pick a charity, right? And that became very difficult to manage really quick. And we learned, hey, breaks. We got to slow down. We need to refocus. So now we're more involved with what's important. Is it hunger? Is it cancer? Is it animals? Is it the local food shelter? What is it that's important? There's so many causes out there. We met with a company this morning that does human trafficking, right? And we have merchants that's important to. So as we support these different organizations, we give credit back to our merchant for those donations that we're giving. And obviously it's not costing our businesses any money, but without them on our book, we're not able to write those checks. And so that's the reward for it. And that's how we handle it. And I'm not, we're definitely not saying this is the way to do it, but
But number 1, what I'm hearing you say is align your personal values with your business values, and let it be in full harmony. Number 2, what I'm hearing you say is kind of give back to the merchant as well, so they feel connected and in alignment with that harmony. And number 3 would be what?
So I think number 3 is, for us, is supporting these organizations, right? Is writing the checks and walking hand in hand with them, and building our brand around. We want our business owners to know we're not just sitting on podcasts and marketing and saying we're doing it. We're actually doing it.
Yeah.
And so, we went to one of our businesses had a event a few weeks ago, and we went to that event, and we stood in front of the room, and we let them pick a charity for us to support that month. And we wrote $1,000 check, and we held it up in the air and say, just so you guys know this is real, who wants to go take this check to this nonprofit and give it to them? Yeah. And so one of their employees took our check and went and handed it in. And that's just, it's great. How it made them feel. We want them to get the credit for this. And we're real about that.
Yeah, I love it. A lot of times people use the word, be authentic, this and the other, but I like that you kind of you defined authenticity without saying the word. So I think community, that's really important. It should kind of, flow right out of you.